Hello everyone, this is Charles BridgTec with another flashlight review, this time from BLACKFIRE. Now I was sent this by BLACKFIRE directly, also known as Client Tools. They are here in the United States. Now they contacted me via email. They wanted me to test and review their lights, so they sent me over quite a few samples, I think 5 altogether, including 2 headlamps. Now it comes in this type of packaging. This is a complete kit. So let's wait no further. Let's open this up and see a little further inside of it. Now these can be a little bit of a bugger to get into. Sometimes it takes a knife or something to get in here, but sometimes I can destroy it here better than getting out a knife. Once I get in here, I'm pretty good. It does have a holster here. Now the color is definitely interesting. There's waterproof here on the side. Now my understanding, you can turn that to hide the port or expose the port so you can easily charge it. Now according to them, they left the holes in the package so the people that sell them can actually keep them charged to keep the batteries from getting ruined during storage or transport. There's straight contact point there. This is the battery pack. You cannot change this. Just thought I'd show you that. Now that could be a con for some people, but most of these battery lives on these things will get 3 to 5 years depending on how much you use it and how well you maintain it. Pretty good size, easy to carry. Now this color does stand out. So this here is the magnetic tail cap. Very strong. That's nice. Now the style design on this is good. Build quality feels good. Got some knurling here. And this clip, you can take it off if you don't want it on there. And the machining and finish on this is good. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look here and show you the LED down in here. This is the cob LED. It's going to be pure flood. And that LED, they don't specify what LED is in this, but I'm sure it's some Chinese made LED. It does have a dome on it. I'm trying to get a good picture of that for you guys. Alright, well normally I would take this all apart and show you the battery, but that does not seem to be the case. It does have an emblem here. Here's the USB charging cable. Now there is a manual here. I didn't think there was one in here. So now, take this out of here. Looks like it's multi-language. the instructions, like I said, do not tell anything about the LED that's used in this light, but it does say that it uses a single 18650 in this. So it says that it's 2600 milliamp. So let's see how it looks in the holster. Now this is just a basic holster. It does have a pretty good thick band here. Wish it had a D-ring. That would have really helped out. But it is lined. So the holster is definitely good for storage of the light and possibly a light duty carry on that. Alright, so now let's go through the UI. UI is pretty straightforward. Turn that on. Definitely has the zoom type of beam on that. Turns off if you leave it on it too long. Looks like it has SOS. Does have a battery level indicator there on the side. That will turn red when it starts to get low on the battery output. Now my understanding, you're going to press and hold the power switch. There's the cob LEDs. Now it will turn off after a while. There's the next level down. So you got 3 light outputs on each one of those. Press and hold again will get you the red LEDs. Good for conserving your night vision. Now if you leave it on too long, it will shut off. Looks like that's a beacon or a flash. Now turn the light on, press and hold again. That is now both the cob and the middle LED. Now I thought that was going to have a little bit more of a hot spot there, but the way it's situated, it's more of like a zoom light LED in performance. But you can see it increases with the cob LED out the sides of that, but well, we're just going to have to see how it does out there. You got just one light output with those both on. Press and hold. Now you have the middle LED, which I thought would be more of a thrower, but it's not. Press and hold again. You have the cob LEDs, actually pretty nice. Three levels again. Now you have reds. You're gonna have to press and hold that for about 3 seconds. Got them all on. Alright. Well, that's basically it on the UI. Pretty simple, straightforward. I mean, it feels pretty rugged. Definitely for the price that you'll pay for this, not super expensive. Alright. Well, let's wait no further. Let's take this outside, see how it does in the wilderness. We are out here in the darkness with the BLACKFIRE cob and LED version. Go ahead and get started. Water spout there is 38 feet. See there, making those trees there, 65 feet there. There it is along the fence. Now both LEDs are on. Wanted to show complete light output of them together. As you can see, got that additional coverage, and it is faintly making 138 feet. I'm going to press and hold and go to the main LED. Looks just like a zoom LED, but unable to zoom it. I was playing with this out here earlier. A little cold out here tonight. So now I'll go to the highest level on the cob LED. You can see just a huge wide area of light. It does okay outdoors, but I would use this more for indoors if I were you. And we'll go back to them both together. That's the red LED. Let's go to that. It's highest output on the red. More of a floody beam on that as well. I was playing with this earlier. It's now got some good battery levels still. It looks red on the indicator, but it's not. It is still green. Now we'll go ahead and go back to both of them together. And beam performance is for what it is, and the setup is good enough for indoors, so it's good. Just wish that center one centered out to a hot spot to give it a little more range. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. Now the center one just reminds me of a zoom light that you can zoom in and zoom out, but unfortunately you cannot do it with this one. Would have been nice if there was a reflector down in here to kind of shoot that as a hot spot to be able to use those cob LEDs around the edges of the light. I think it would have been better suited and performance-wise, especially for the price that you'll pay for this. Is not super expensive. So if you're looking for an extra light for your vehicle, maybe a gift for a family member, especially someone that's not really into flashlights as deeply as a flashaholic like myself, or you watching this particular video, this will definitely be something for a beginner in the flashlight, or somebody that's not really into them but need one. This is definitely going to do just fine. It's got a clip, carry it on your side, or you can use the holster. It definitely is a light duty holster, but should do well for most applications. If you're a mechanic, carpenter, electrician, this is something that's going to be fine for you. You can stick it to a metal surface and be able to have that cob LED. It does memorize the mode that you're on. So if you're on this light, and press and hold, we're going to go to the cob, and you turn it off and you wait for a sec. Still got good battery power, and you can turn it back on. It's still there. So not a bad light. Just that center LED is not really that impressive, as far as was hoping that it would throw a little bit further, making this a little bit better in performance, but not bad looking of a light. Definitely the kind of a orange color here makes it stand out. So if you want to set this for emergency uses, that will be fine as well. Stick it on the refrigerator or somewhere where you're going to use it for emergencies, especially if you know if a storm is coming. Now, the only con that I would see, and I kind of agree with most people, is that you can't take the battery out. So once the battery is, depleted, whether it be discharged or no good, you can't replace it. So when it's fully discharged here, normally you have extra batteries, you could just swap it out, put another one in. So hopefully BLACKFIRE will implement that later in the future. That would be something I would recommend for them to do, to be able to take the battery out and be able to put another one in there so you can continue on with what you're doing. Alright, well, I want to thank BLACKFIRE for sending me this to review. Now, according to this is model number BBM6413. On this, now this is a complete kit, comes with everything you need to get started right out of this package. I will leave a link down in the description area. Hopefully have a special discount. This is already fairly, budget friendly as it is, but I am working on a special discount code to help you save even more, just in case you're interested in getting this. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share, like, and subscribe. That way I can bring more of these lights in the future from BLACKFIRE to you in the future. Thanks for watching. Take care.